How can an ordinary person with only €200 quickly accumulate assets worth hundreds of millions? Don't be skeptical. This movie will completely change your perspective. The protagonist David, with just €200, with his money-making mindset, created something from nothing, eventually bought luxury cars and villas. A story of success against all odds. David had high IQ and EQ since childhood, but his family life wasn't perfect. His mother ran away with a rich man due to poverty. His father was also unsuccessful. When grown up, David decided to explore the big city. With €200 given by his father, he first went to a small apartment, hoping to rent a room, but the rent was €1,200, and the landlord wanted to see his employment contract, but he had no job, so he couldn't rent the place. With no choice, David had to work at a construction site. When the foreman was paying wages, everyone else got €100. Only his wages were deducted by €50. The foreman claimed it was tax required by the tax bureau, obviously targeting David. The foreman told David, "Come back tomorrow if you want to work. If not, do as you please." David first experienced the oppression of the big city. That night, he lay on a park bench contemplating life. The next day his journey to success began. First, he went to a copy shop, altered his ID card, and forged an employment contract, writing his monthly income as €19,000. This time, David confidently went to a luxury apartment, dressed to impress. The apartment's monthly rent was €3,400. The agent asked if he had an employment contract. David showed it without hesitation. The agent was shocked by his income, even asked if he needed a girlfriend. Money truly is all-powerful. He successfully fooled the agent and moved into the luxury apartment. Step 2. He returned to the previous construction site. The workers lived in unfinished buildings provided by the factory, costing €38 per night. David said he could provide top luxury apartments for the workers, for just €15 per night. Such a good deal. The workers naturally agreed. €15 per person per night. One apartment could house 30 people. That's €450 per day. David followed this model, replicated it with 10 apartments. Suddenly his daily income was €4,500. This continued for a month, until one day, he received complaints about disturbance. Returning to the apartment, he discovered the workers had taught him a lesson. Some raising chickens, some boxing, some having dance parties. It was eye-opening for him. David shouted and made them stop. Meanwhile, police received reports, and came to search the apartment. David quickly slipped away. As luck would have it, someone who escaped with him was Paul, who also started as a subletter. They instantly clicked, talked all night and got along great. In the morning, Paul brought David to his house. He looked at David, put his €50 watch on David's wrist. With this packaging, David looked very much like a rich man. So Paul suggested, "We could make it big in real estate." So both men, dressed in suits, went to the real estate auction. There were many competitors at the first auction. Because they didn't have substantial funds, they didn't manage to acquire any property. But at the next day's auction, only the two of them were in the venue. It turned out David had bribed the security guard to trick all the people in line into waiting in other rooms. Just like that, they acquired several properties at extremely low prices. The final auction was for a building. It contained 20 apartments, €350,000. Paul told David, "This is too expensive, we should leave." But to Paul's surprise, David raised his hand again.